When the Inuit found them, the men had been in the Arctic for 6 years. They were last seen heading for home. Piece by piece through the 1850s, news of the relics uncovered by the search parties made its way back to Britain. In 1859, with the discovery of the note on King William Island, the search was officially called off. When its details were disclosed, Lady Franklin learned she'd been a widow for more than a decade. But still, she demanded the search for an answer to the mystery go on.
What secrets may be hidden within those wrecked or stranded ships, we know not. What may be buried in the graves of our unhappy countrymen, or in caches not yet discovered, we have yet to learn. And thus left in ignorance and darkness, with so little obtained, can it be fitting to pronounce that the fate of the expedition has been ascertained?
For years, historians and scientists have searched for clues to the fate of the Franklin expedition. And at last, their evidence taken together offers a plausible answer to this enduring mystery. After sailing south through Peel Sound, Franklin's men became trapped in the ice off King William Island. They tried to walk south to food and safety, but at a camp en route were halted by lead poisoning and scurvy. Those who could made it back to the ships. 2 years later, a group of 30 men met the Inuit as they tried to reach help. They later died, one by one, as they walked along the south coast of the island. Then a last group of survivors were found living on a single ship, with some who'd resorted to cannibalism exiled to a camp on shore. Finally, the last 4 men, still trying to make it home after 6 years lost in the Arctic.
To actually get out and get help and reach any outpost of civilization, that's 600 miles to the nearest outpost. But they had few other options. I mean, it was either stay there or march out to help or send a party in some direction. They were off the edge of any map.
More than anything else, you realize that Franklin's men were still alive while search parties were here in the Arctic looking for them in all the wrong places. And in reality, there really wasn't much they could have done or done differently that would have saved them. The decisions that mattered had already been made. There were too many men. None of them knew how to live off the land. But for these last survivors, the die is already cast.
The Franklin tragedy shocked Victorian society to the core. No fabled route across the Arctic could be worth the lives of 129 men. But one young boy, reading this story, was transfixed. And everything about this great British disaster inspired him to try and conquer the passage for himself.